What's going on, everybody? Septil and Sindara bringing it back in hot. Matt Beach, that coveted Mega Man player, going up against Mr. Cheese, the representative of Hawaii, and known for his fighter playstyle, usually playing Terry, but bringing out Ryu this week.
For sure, and this is definitely like a really difficult matchup for, either the Shotos or perhaps Terry, just because Mega Man has a lot of interruption tools, just sort of able to keep him away for extended periods of time. So it's just going to be up to Cheesebrain just to sort of outplay a lot of Matt Beach's maneuverability, get in there and do damage.
Absolutely. There's a lot of disruption. I think you said that word already, and that's what Mega Man's all about. Projectile, projectile, projectile. That's everything. That's his entire kit, pretty much. So the projectile is now coming out. That's not going to be good for Ryu because all of his abilities are in-your-face hyper aggression coming out, trying to deal damage in those close quarters, but not going to be able to do that for quite a while. The Leaf Circle there, unable to get out of the Leaf Tornado, excuse me. But now 67 to 70. I mean, it really doesn't get much closer than that. These two absolutely going toe to toe. And I heard before stream today, I mentioned that I was casting Hawaii, and I heard a couple of people talk about how Cheesebrain is kind of one of the top dogs here, one of the number ones in Hawaii, and someone to watch out for. And while Matt Beach is incredibly good, from what I hear, Cheesebrain, they can hold their own.
But getting the pellet into the up tilt, that was such a beautiful way to take that stock as well. They recognized and reacted to the fact that they did end up getting the hit, realized it was unlikely that Cheesebrain would have opted to go for shield once again, able to get the leaf shield, and just able to perpetuate the advantage right now. Really good use of pellets once again. And not throwing the Metal Blade. I have to say, I love the way that Matt Beach is conserving a lot of the resources.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matt Beach, like you said, a lot of resource conservation, just desperately trying to stay alive. And of course, every hit of extra credit is so important. If you can find even half of a stock, a full stock even, and you've still got one stock advantage, I mean, if he can get this into a 3-1 scenario, this is pretty much in the bag for Matt Beach. We would have to see Cheesebrain, or Mr. Cheese, as his title suggests, do the impossible.
Right now, Matt Beach, who able to catch a tech in place, they position themselves perfectly for, I have to say, the way that Matt Beach just treated that situation was so smart. They sat in shield, that would have been able to cover both the get up attack from this tech and the neutral get up in place. So Matt Beach just positioned himself so well in order to be able to do that, and right now, just trying to sort of get something started with the Metal Blade. The Leaf Shield is, of course, going to be a menace. Cheesebrain, of course, not going to be getting hit by it quite yet.
I love the natural dialogue there. If I had to describe Leaf Shield in one word, I would like to call it a menace. I like that a lot. I think that it is kind of a horrible move to go up against. And the projectiles from Mega Man, I mean, he is arguably the most projectile-heavy character in the game, just in terms of how many he can really utilize. Because his down air is a projectile. Like every single special ability he has is a projectile. He's really got a lot lined up in the projectile department. And Matt Beach falls for the cheeky kill on the Cheesebrain, but gets himself killed off the bottom of the stage in the process.
Oh, it's going to be an up tilt that could be so big. Mr. Cheese trying to get something going. They're not able to find the falling neutral into anything quite yet. That's a really scary position to be in. Good recognition from Cheesebrain that he was able to wait that one out. But as percents climb, one won't be so lucky. You're going to have to try to drop down, double jump, snap back onto the ledge there. Matt Beach going for it, all still able to connect the forward from all the way under him.
That was almost the second time Matt Beach took a stock due to his own actions there. That would have been quite unfortunate for him, but the pellets just barely not going to be able to get the job done, but the back air sure will. Matt Beach able to take Cheesebrain out of that first matchup. Going to put himself in the lead, but if anybody's going to be able to crawl back from a loss like that, I really do think it's going to be our Ryu player.
For sure. Going into the next game, the biggest thing is, again, Cheesebrain just wasn't able to play the game for the most part. They really did not know how to deal too much with Mega Man's block pressure, how to deal with a lot of his pellets, a lot of his interruptions. The real key to deal with pellets sometimes is to be able to have a preemptive long active hitbox, right? So Ryu has something in the form of forward or neutral perhaps, just to be able to jump in with that. It'll be able to eat through a lot of the pellets, so as long as it's being spaced correctly. Matt Beach was able to interrupt a lot of what Cheesebrain was looking for, and just not let him play the game, which is why this matchup can definitely be frustrating, but not impossible.
Yeah, I know. Like you said, frustrating, not impossible. There's definitely times that Cheesebrain can come back from this. I think he's just got to not let Matt Beach space him out so much. We saw some great moments where he really starts to put the pressure on. He comes in stronger than ever. He starts to get a little bit of a combo going, and then Matt Beach just kind of rolls back and gets that space again. So I think if he gets to keep up that pressure and bring it toe-to-toe, I feel like, I say this all the time, I feel like there's a world where Cheesebrain wins this. I'm just not sure it's the world we're living in.
Yeah, all we have to do is just cross different timelines. Easy.
Of course, easy peasy.
Easy. Yeah, so going into game number 2, obviously, being a little bit more cognizant about pellets, cognizant of pellets, respecting them sitting in shield a little bit more, because towards the end especially, Matt Beach was just sort of hitting Cheesebrain shield, and then just kept punishing for the dropped shields, right? So just kept poking, saying, what are you gonna do, big boy? You're gonna drop your shield? Cheesebrain ends up doing that, and ends up getting dash attacked, or leaf shielded, or all these other different things that Mega Man can do.
Yeah, Mega Man is great at pressuring out of shield, especially when you're Ryu and you've got no real mobility. Like, you've got your side special and you can recover up into the air, but I mean, what's that going to do other than just make you just fish in a barrel there? I don't think that would be a great matchup there. I think we definitely need to see a little bit more pressure coming out. Like I said it already, but Cheesebrain just gotta be more hyper aggressive.
Yeah, but it's really just like really being mindful of like what they're always looking for. It's not easy, you're gonna be playing from the back foot quite often, but Mega Man does lack a lot of options and disadvantage. He once you do get into Mega Man, he explodes. He doesn't actually have any quick buttons to be able to disengage. He gets he's also at like a really good combo weight and a really good model for that as well. So I have no doubt that once Cheesebrain does jump in, he can do so much.
Absolutely. We're going to be running it back, a slightly modified version here. Instead of Ryu, we're going to be jumping to Terry, who I think personally is a better choice. I feel like he does a little bit more damage a little more consistently.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alrighty, so going into this next game, they're still going to be running it right back to PS2 Cheesebrain. They're going to be actually opting out for the Terry switch, which, again, I don't think is actually such a bad idea because Terry has access to so many bread and butters that do insane amounts of damage at low percent for sure. So, especially being able to initiate off of jab, I'd say more consistently is going to be so huge.
Absolutely. We see that already pushing in a little bit more consistently, doing a great job of pushing in, but not recklessly to the point where he just gets comboed to death by Matt Beach. But now he's trying to push in, stay close, and so far not relying on shield as much, which may not be the best call, but it's definitely a change of play style, and that's something that Matt Beach will now have to adapt to.
Ooh, Matt Beach trying to go low with it, almost connecting the spike, but Cheesebrain was a little bit patient on the recovery, able to snap onto the ledge. That time connecting the uppie, that can be huge damage. Doesn't go for the follow-up from it. Not able to find the platform tech chase either.
Yeah, now we just see a lot of patience coming out from the both of them. That's definitely not something you'd expect to see often, but they are going to go toe-to-toe in terms of that patience. And I feel like there's a little bit more respect here from Matt Beach, because I think he knows that Cheesebrain is maybe a little bit more comfortable on the Terry.
Right now, just sort of dashing back and forth, looking for a confirm out of the Metal Blade, potentially, like a Z-drop Metal Blade into an up tilt, a thrown Metal Blade into a grab, down throw, back throw, back heel, excuse me. That's a lot of what Mega Man is usually looking for. It's one of the scariest positions in the game, just still holding on to it so well, and just like a lot of pressure, just by existing.
Yeah, absolutely. We're just seeing a lot of pressure put on. Cheesebrain definitely closing the gap just a little bit here. I feel like getting much closer to Matt Beach, and it's, of course, going to pay off. He's able to deal that damage a little more consistently, and then the projectiles just don't work out as well, I reckon. Now, going to have that go kind of charged up. Going to have to land it, though, and that's of course, easier said than done.
Ooh, right now, Matt Beach tried to get the edge guard there, was not able to find the F smash, and whew, that's difficult. It's really not in Matt Beach's best interest right now to just continue letting Cheesebrain live on. That was such really good. What a setup. That was incredible.
What a setup.
That was
something.
Into his own up B and was able to get a punish because of the extended height into F smash.
That's how it seemed. It all happened so quickly. Honestly, I cannot wait to see the replay on that one. I hope our producer was able to grab that. But I mean, that was nothing short
grabs
of.
Those. Shout outs to Devin. He's always on top of it. He's never missed a clip in his life. Okay, that being said, right now Matt Beach is controlling the stage so well right now. Cheesebrain is struggling to initiate, struggling to find his way out of the corner. Really good use of power waves right now, just to sort of give himself a little bit of coverage. Throughout a nice little hitbox to interrupt Mega Man.
Yeah, and Cheesebrain had such a decent lead there. I think at one point 40, 50, 60%, and now all of a sudden it's down to just under 20% difference between these two players. Cheesebrain constantly trying to find a lot of damage, but Matt Beach just bouncing around like crazy.
Ooh, throws the Metal Blade down, unfortunately throwing it in the wrong direction. This is still Matt Beach's edge guard to be able to take excellent stall attempt with the power wave in the air, and still able to mix it up by going high. The next hit could be doing it. I love the disengage attempt with the up B. Would have effectively put Matt Beach out of range to get hit by anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we see the go charged up once again by Terry. He's gonna not even need to use it. They're able to get the combo into the up air. They're able to take out Matt Beach on that final stock, but 130% on your second stock. Yeah, I was gonna say that's not gonna last you much longer. So we are going all the way to an official 3 stock between the two of them. They're both gonna be 0% on that final stock. Matt Beach already able to take a 40% lead. Never mind.
Ooh, I know Matt Beach is just, they're just kind of exchanging hits here and there. Nobody's getting anything too much started as of right now, but that's going to be the throw into the tech chase setup. What a lead grab. I love that short hop. Cheesebrain was just like, Cheesebrain was scared.
Yeah, Cheesebrain definitely scared. They're definitely trying to, Matt Beach, I think, trying to play that mental game, try to keep him off ledge, force him into maybe screwing up a little bit, but Cheesebrain able to keep their composure just in the brink of time. And I mean, Matt Beach in a good spot to win this, but Mega Man versus Terry, I feel like Terry just hits so aggressively so quickly that all of a sudden we could see Matt Beach at like 200%.
Ooh, able to get the side B hit there, not able to convert off of it though, definitely not in any position to. That's not a hit move that we've actually seen too much this game.
The double spot dodge.
Alright, double spot dodge into up B. I have very strong opinions about what would drive a man to do that.
That was something. That was quite the unusual setup from Matt Beach, but I mean both spot dodges dodged something, so it definitely worked out in his favor. That was he tried to read the play and he was able to do just that, but now Cheesebrain with that go meter again, trying to find the kill onto Matt Beach. I mean, they're almost out of time. We're down to 2 minutes on the clock.
Ooh, Matt Beach right now just controlling the stage so well. This F smash could be huge had they continued to charge it, but they probably did not want to take any risks. Able to get the 4-liter. This is definitely their edge guard to take. Tries to cover high with Metal Blade. Not in any position yet to be able to cover the low.
No.
And a beautifully spaced F smash. Cheesebrain tried to go for it all. He tried to go for this.
He tried. He risked it all.
He tried to ask Mega Man if he's okay, if he's doing well, but just shut him down, cut all lines of communication, close himself off emotionally.
Yeah, we saw a go meter all 3 times and nothing really come out of it. So that was definitely also unfortunate. Cheesebrain went to full send it, but Matt Beach was unfortunately for him already ready there. So a definite good cleanup there.
Still thinking about that stock where Matt Beach had Cheesebrain off stage. Which one was it? I believe it might have been. It's one of them. Yeah. So it sets up with the back hill, right? Able to get the pellet into up B. Does he actually get a boost? He gets a boost, and because of that boost, because of how difficult it is for Telly to snap onto the ledge, Telly's just stuck in all of that landing lag. That setup was nutty. I mean, that was nuts. I think that was like the highlight of that set. That was so cool.
Honestly, that looks like that was an accident. I have to be honest. I'm sure if we asked Matt Beach, as any Smash player would play, no, totally intentional. But that definitely looks like a mild accident. He found great value off of it, so kudos to him for that.
Listen,
I mean, it worked.
Sometimes accidents work out, sometimes
accidents happen.
A little oopsie, and he was able to convert off of it, recognize the situation, was like, wait a second, I can maybe kill you through this. And you know what, Matt Beach was able to, and guys, with that being said, DePaul University at an absurdly huge lead, 22-2, putting themselves completely outside of the range for Hawaii to be able to get it. We'll see you guys in just a couple of minutes when we do come back to the final set between these schools. We're going to be seeing Jimmy Chris go up against Cookie. So just a few minutes, guys. Hang on tight, and we'll see you in a bit.